Abstract brainwaves, game genie in the beanie. We ain't on the same stage, leveled up. The epitome of technique, can't survive in my current thought.
Other yellow hat guy here, back with another video. And boy oh boy, just as ABRA teleported away for the last community day, he's back. Yes, ABRA is back today as of this recording. And it's an extended community day. And I don't mean extended like, the EV day was like 2 days or whatever, or the, December community days are like, hey, we're going to recap everything. And no, this one is from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. your local time. So what that means for me is I'm kind of already late. It's like 11:05 or 11:10, and I'm recording this now. And yeah, I know that's typical for me if I'm running behind and having to find this hat. But a lot of my other friends who would normally be playing, they're kind of dragging too. They're like, I don't know. And with what's going on in the world right now, it's, do I stay home and play this, which I guess is encouraged, or do I go out to a park, not a park, but you can still walk where I am anyway. You're still allowed to walk as long as you're practicing social distancing. So you and a friend, loved one, or whatever, who, you're close with, y'all can go ahead, or, well, I'm in the South, so I'm saying y'all. You guys can go ahead and, walk as long as you're not, close to everybody else and what have you. So I'm debating on whether or not I want to do that. I haven't figured it out yet, but we also have this mystery research, and I'm going to post the image here, and I'm not really going to talk about it ahead of time because I want to keep it fresh for myself. So that's what's out there if you're curious, and hopefully you got through it all. I think right now it's 99 cents. I'm not sure if it'll be there after Community Day is over with, but it's there, and it looks to be pretty short. I was trying to avoid it, but somebody showed me that it's just 4 major different steps, and each step has a certain amount of tasks. I'm assuming they're psychic Pokemon, probably catch 10 ABRA or something like that, or catch 5 ABRA, excuse me. So I'm looking forward to it. The music you're hearing in the background, your boy's playing Animal Crossing. I'm sure a lot of you who watch this are as well, because, well, what else are you going to do? That said, I'm going to wrap up this part, hopefully show you some ABRAs that I can get. Let's actually look in the game right now. And by look in the game, not show you the footage, but I want to see what's actually around me. A couple of new things I didn't show last video that I should have. Well, actually, no, I showed it. I just didn't talk about it. I really like the new effect that they got in, or the new graphics they've got in the battles. So here we go. My first ABRA. It is not shiny. It's just weird with ABRA knowing that, hey, first attempt, you don't catch it, it's gone. See? Oh, he stayed. He broke out of my Pokeball and decided to stay. So there's the answer to that question. I know myself and some others are wondering. The shinies pretty much guaranteed catch, but ABRA has it, hey, I'm going to disappear. So right there, catch 10 ABRA. Did I not call that? So there's one. I don't know if this one was any good, just a 1-star. So we're going to get out of here. I'm probably going to go walk for a little bit, if not riding around and seeing what's out there. Let's read what the professor's saying before we wrap this up. He goes, yes, so did I. I originally thought this strange phenomenon was happening due to ABRA's ability to teleport. And I missed the first part, by the way, trying to capture this, but whatever. When ABRA decides to teleport randomly, it creates the illusion that it's made copies of itself. However, what's happening right now really does seem to be a large number of ABRA appearing in the wild. Let's research more about ABRA and see what we can discover about the Psy Pokemon. So here we go, investigating illusions 1 of 4. So like I said, it is 4 parts. And we've got power up Pokemon 10 times, catch 10 ABRA, make 5 nice throws, and the rewards you can get are 2,000 Stardust, what appears to be an incense, and then some random Pokemon. And you get 20 Abra candy as well in the midst of this, some other Pokemon, and 10 Pokeballs. So we'll see how this works. I plan on having the gotcha and seeing what that does. You know, is it still going to be Abra, a bunch of Abras running from me or what? I don't know. But we'll wrap up this segment here. It looks to be that there's Abras everywhere as they should. I don't have an incense on right now, but we will get to it and hopefully get a shiny really quick. See you guys in the next part. Set of events we had. We had the ABRA Community Day, and as you know, that was canceled, or in this case, rescheduled, and it came back a lot quicker than we thought it would, okay? So we're going to break down a couple of things. Now, I know I put a little intro talking about what was going to happen for the day, and I had every intent to record myself out and about, but I felt like, one, maybe it would send the wrong message, but two, it wasn't really necessary. Now, from home, the whole idea was use incense and get as many Abras as you could. But I just couldn't trust that. Why? Because in the past, I've tried stuff like that, and it just didn't work out. Like, you had to really be committed to sit there. At least that's how my luck works. You know, Leonard's Law says, hey, everybody else might. Oh, look, I just tapped right from home. Shiny, shiny, shiny. But for me, I didn't know if that was going to happen, so I did the next best thing I could, and that was go to the High Point Museum and just park there for maybe an hour. Now, normally it's 11 to 2, your local standard time, but this time it was 11 to 6 to allow people more time because, you know, you're under the impression that you can't leave your house. Do you really want to, from 11 to 2, commit time to just sitting here on your phone, just tapping on stuff? You know, and you've got to assume not everybody's got a Gotcha or a Go Plus or a Pokeball Go Plus or any of those devices. You're just sitting there just tapping on stuff. And that's not really fun. And I've said that numerous times, numerous videos. But what we're going to talk about is how it actually went down. Now, it took me a good hour, even with a bunch of Abra out, to get a shiny. It wasn't like, you know, hey, every other one I clicked on was shiny because they increased the, you know, shiny rate. I'm not saying they didn't, because they did, but it still took me a while to get the elusive Abra. Now, I believe the move it had was counter, and that wasn't the only thing going on here. So let's actually look. They've got some research that's out, and it was investigating illusions. Now, I kind of feel like you could have done this real quick, because a lot of it was, you know, just catching Abras. And if you were already home, well, gee, that's pretty much all you could do. But if you were out and about, and you've got a Gotcha or something on, and you're just catching these Abras, just shiny checking them too, it wasn't like you weren't going to catch them or make 5 throws or evolve them or any of that stuff. And that's pretty much what you had. You had 4 steps here, and you had to power up an Abra 10 times, catch 10 Abra, make 5 nice throws. Step 2, catch 15 Abra, which you were probably still doing anyway. Transfer 10 Pokemon, which were probably 10 Abra. Evolving 3 Abra, which, you know, you're still getting Stardust. Mind you, when you look at this, that first step gave you 2,000 Stardust. The second one's about to give you 2,000. And if you had a star piece on, well, guess what? You were getting 8,000 Stardust for just those rewards, not counting all the Pokemon you probably caught in the process, right? So you were okay wasting that Stardust, in my opinion, on just evolving these Abras. Now, that's assuming you got good ones, but most of us, I would think, you're cherry picking for the shinies, and as we all know, shinies don't typically have good IVs. They want you to trade your shinies with someone else to re-roll them, and hopefully you get a good IV one that way. So moving on, we had step 3 here. Make 3 great curve throws. Thank God, not in a row. Evolve a Kadabra, so you had to go from Kadabra to Alakazam, and then transfer 10 Pokemon. So once you did that, the last step was just claiming these rewards, and again, you got 2,000 Stardust there. So for a whopping 8,000 Stardust to 16 with a star piece on, you could have done all of this in no time only to get another, looks like a Kadabra or Alakazam there at the end of it all. So for one coin, or I'm sorry, not one coin, for $1, I think that was worth it. $1 for 16,000 Stardust. I would say that that was worth it. So I got all that out of the way. You still have Volbeat here, and Volbeat is annoying. I really wanted this thing here. It's like, finally, about time, it's here. And it taunts you with this dance. I know a lot of people, like I said, hey, the first round touch, shiny. I've touched hundreds of these, and no shiny. They do that little dance that they do. And it's almost like they're mocking me. They're taunting me at this point. Like, ha ha, you thought I was going to be shiny, but I'm not. What you going to do now? Do you still want me for candy for your really good one? Don't forget, I may only be here a limited time. Ha ha. And it's just annoying. But I did manage to get a 3-star one that was good. You know, it's like, on top of not being shiny, you're going to have terrible IVs? No, come on, Niantic. Cool thing was, where I was, 3 gyms, ABRAs everywhere. You even got photobombed by ABRA. He looked so adorable. And, you know, you were hoping that if you photobombed him and got ABRA to appear, that was going to be the shiny one. So what we've got here is a lot of footage rolling on the side. I just want to say that this was a good community day. The research, again, was worth it. They upped the shiny rate. Why? Because a lot of people got too many ABRAs. I mean, you spend 200 coins for extra space, you know, 50 extra spaces. You could have got like 30 shiny ABRAs. I wrapped it up with quite a few. As you can see here in this footage beside me, I won't say how much. I'll leave it to you to, you know, see in the end of the video. I'm kind of filibustering, I think, at this point. That's the correct word. But, you know, after an hour, I did start getting them. They started rolling in. I traveled around the city with a friend, and we kept getting them. So much to the point where I was like, well, as long as I get 3, you know, 1 to keep in its base form, 1 to have the second form, and then if there's a third evolution, to have that. Anything after that, it's like, hey, let it be better than the other 3. And or let me trade that. Let me use that as trade bait for stuff that I do need for the unfortunate people who can't play. No excuse this time, though, to not be able to play. They gave you 11 to 6, and you could do it from home. So everyone should have a shiny ABRA. It just lets me wonder what's next, you know. There's no telling what could be coming up, but what was just announced, the remote raid passes are now live for level 40s. So by the time this video goes up, it could have gone down to 30 and 20, who knows. But you could do them from home, but a lot of people are just being more prejudiced with the raids they're wanting to do. It's like, I'm not going to use this on a Lapras. As if they're too good for Lapras, I guess. I don't know. But this is for people who can't get out at all, you know. Unfortunately, the other side of that is there's either no gyms near you or there's only one, and, you know, it's something you don't want, like a Lapras. But it's there. You get 3 of them right now for a coin, and I think they're like 250 for at least 1 or something like that. I could be wrong, can't remember. But either way, they're there, they're live, and I'm probably going to check that out. Not this video, but the next video, since I didn't intend to really talk about that right now anyway. I just wanted to share that with you guys because I've been kind of lazy, and I wanted to have this video up over the weekend, but, you know, I needed more time. So, how did you do? How did you make out? Did you get a lot of these shinies? Did you get any really good ones? Did you do the research, or did you opt against it? How are you playing the game right now? Those are questions that I have, because the game, like I said, it's got to take a new shape, a new form, and I wonder how that's working out for Ingress and Harry Potter, you know, the other 2 flagship Niantic titles. I wouldn't really say their flagship. Maybe Ingress, but Pokemon Go is definitely their bread and butter, in my opinion, and probably yours if you're watching this video. So, looking back at what we got here, I think you had your buddy bring you extra gifts, and other people were reporting that, their buddies brought them like 50 Pokeballs and stuff like that. I decided if I was going to be out and moving, I wanted to have a new buddy to earn new candy that I needed, and that probably was a mistake because a buddy that was maybe 2 stars or higher probably would have brought me a lot of these Pokeballs, but I figured, hey, the gacha is going to spin gyms and stops while I'm out and replenish my balls. I actually got as low as 5 at one point and had to ride around to replenish my bag and open gifts that I normally wouldn't open just to keep that going. So yeah, I probably could have benefited from keeping, a best buddy or something like that to keep the inventory going. But other than that, I want to say it was a success. Things went well. Still no shiny Illumise or Volbeat. They're still out here taunting me. Especially the Volbeat. He headbutts and everything. Illumise just sits there with a kind of dumbfounded look on its face. But Volbeat is still out there. I just get really annoyed. And I don't even like it so much. It's just, there's so many of them. How have I not gotten one yet? That's really my attitude towards the whole thing. Everyone I click on, I could look in the game right now, and this is not being recorded or anything like that. And pretty much feel like, hey, you open the game, one of them's there, but it's not shiny. Like every time I open and close the game, another one pops up. They just pop up for whatever reason. So we're going to open the game and see. And maybe I change my tone, and my tune or everything. So as expected, there's one right there. You probably can't see with the glare, but regular. High CP, but regular. So get in the ball, Illumise. Streak broken. I forgot I had to make 3 curves in a row or something like that. Totally forgot, but I caught it. Let's see if the IVs were good. Just to kind of prove my point here. Can't see that, but... So 1 star. Bye-bye. We did increase our Stardust here. And we got a Meowth who's just like, I love Meowth for just, at least if he's not shiny, he's like, hey, I told you not to click on me. Whereas Volbeat is, again, hey, you thought you were getting lucky. You're not. Meowth here is probably trash as well. 0 stars. Bye-bye. So, yeah. Next video, that is what I'm going to showcase. We are going to look into these remote raids. I think you can invite people as well, so I'm excited to see how that works out. I just really need Landorus to go away, though. Like, I had enough Landorus. I know there's a few of you out there hitting me up saying, hey, I don't have one yet. Can you help me out? And just the timing's not there because I'm really playing Pokemon around my errands. I mean, I was always doing that once I started making these videos. But even more so now because really that's the responsible thing to do, which is, stay inside. And if you have to be out, it's because you have to be out, i.e. groceries, gas, yada, yada. But in lieu of getting those things on the way home, hey, I'll do a raid real quick and head on out. That's what's been happening, and I really can't have the large crowds. It's got to be, hey, there's 5 of us here or a couple of us here. We did one, and everybody goes their own way. I'm comfortable at least doing that right now. Hopefully things continue to improve and we hit this flattening curve or whatever it is that it's called, but pretty much where it feels like it's contained, where the amount of infections go down and the recoveries go up and all that good stuff. So that's where we're at. I'm imagining you had a good community today, like I said. Everyone should have gotten one of these shinies. I can't think of anything else that was noteworthy during the community today. I mean, there was still ABRA everywhere. Volbeat and Illumise, excuse me, returned shortly after it was over, but those few hours went by kind of fast. They really did. I mean, that 11 to 2 window, I want to say I would have gotten maybe 8 if it was the normal hours, but I got more than 8, so you know that much just because, well, I'm telling you. And I did play a little bit later than that. I think I played probably until 4, maybe. I don't even know if I played till 5. I don't think I did, but I did play a lot later than I intended to, just because I felt like, oh, you're on a roll now. Let's just keep getting these shinies, bro. Let's just keep getting them. So yeah, I'm looking forward. Any guesses to what the next community day is going to be? Anybody have any ideas? EX rays are not happening right now, so those plans, man, I wonder if we're being pushed into 2021 with Arceus and Shaman and what have you, because I feel like at least one of those should be out right now. They really should. I'm still playing Animal Crossing. I'm watching that Michael Jordan, The Last Dance documentary. It's really good, by the way. You should check that out. If you're like me, you like sports. Even if you don't like sports and you just remember people liking Michael Jordan or looking up to Michael Jordan, it's a nice behind-the-scenes take, and it's showing you stuff that was happening that you probably weren't aware of because there was no internet, there was no TMZ, there was no gossip, out there. So this was really cool to watch. I'm enjoying that as well. So that said, the rest of this footage is still going to be showcasing what I got for the rest of the community day. Still playing some other games. I'm going to try not to be as lazy. So thank you guys for your support. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you in the next, I'm going to see you in the next one. But, you can see the rest of what I got. Captain Sensation! Bye.